So in lesson 7.2, you're going to continue using what we learned in 7.1 with our notes to find the line of best fit. So if you get stuck, look back at your notes from Monday and Tuesday's assignment so that you can get some detailed steps on how to do the problems. I'm going to do number 1 with you, and then you're going to do number 2 and 3 on your own for homework tonight. So the first one, it says boating. Number 1, Rayhan's yacht holds 70 passengers. Each hour, he stops at the marina to let some passengers off and on. The table shows how many passengers are on board during each hour of boating. And you have your table here, your hour, and your passengers. Construct a scatter plot of the data, then draw and assess a line that seems to represent the data. So we see from the graph here that hours is going to be your X, number of passengers is going to be your Y. If you do not have a printer to print out the worksheet, you can create your own graph similar to this on a piece of binder paper. It does not have to be graph paper. And we're going to go ahead and create our graph. If you're creating your own, make sure that you are labeling your axis just like it's here. So my Y is up by 10. So every line on the piece of binder paper can be 10. And then go ahead and put some increments going horizontally for your X axis. So we have 130. So let's go ahead and plot that. So take your time right now and plot all of the points that are on the graph. So when we get to 332, it's going to be right about there. So you're going to have to estimate some of these. 440. We have 555. Okay, so from there we have all the dots plotted, and then we want to draw our line of best fit. Okay, draw and assess a line that seems to represent the data. So that's just your line of best fit. So I've got this pattern here that makes a line, and then this pattern here that's almost a line. My line of best fit is going to be somewhere in between those because I want my line to be kind of in between all of my data points. So I'm going to make it easy to assess this. I'm going to make my intercept at 10 because that goes in between all of those. So when I draw my line, I can see right away my slope is just going to be 1. There's my line of best fit. And so for B, it says use the line of best fit to make a conjecture about the number of passengers on the boat during hour 8. So I'm going to find hour 8. I'm going to go all the way up to our line of best fit and put a dot there. So the right there is where they're talking about. So during hour 8, it's going to have about 90 passengers. Okay, about 90 passengers. So we would have 890. Okay, so it would be about 90 passengers. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and do number 2 the same exact way. It has the same type of problem right there. And then number 3 is going to be a lot like yesterday's assignment. So it's like 7.1 where you're going to have to write an equation of the line. It's going to go ahead and give you your line of best fit. So on number 3, you want to go ahead and make a X and Y table. You're going to have to find your slope and find your B value to write your equation. Okay.